Welcome to the latest Film of the Month podcast. We've got a director and actor-writer combination for you this month in the form of Pat Garrett and Nigel Osnar. The pair have teamed up with great effect to make the short Just One More Bite, which we're going to hear about very shortly. But first, let's meet Pat and Nigel. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Megan.
It's lovely to have you here today. The Film of the Month, Just One More Bite. Nigel, can you tell me a little bit about it?
Well, it's about a vampire called Prince Osnovski who invites a camera crew from a show called Just the Good Night Show to his castle. And occasionally you see other members of his household. There's a zombie butler, there's a ghoul, there's a groom who has this extraordinary animatronic horse which Pat found in Hastings. I'm sure she'll tell you about that in a bit. And there's a girl called Jasmine, and you see her, and she kind of sort of looks after the prince from time to time. You see her sort of fleetingly. She might kind of mop him up once he's bitten somebody and so on. Anyway, he leads the camera crew deeper and deeper into the castle until sadly the inevitable happens and he forgets himself.
You know, I must tell you, it's such a big thrill for me to be interviewed by The Good Night Show. Oh, before we start, am I presentable? Oh, good. No nasty blood stains around my mouth. It's so difficult to tell when you can't see yourself in a mirror.
Pat, your background is in choreography.
I was a dancer
You were a
originally,
dancer.
and then an actress, and then a choreographer.
And what was the shift into directing? What was that about for you?
I found that I was choreographing a lot of shows where basically I was doing all the work, but someone else was taking the credit. And I just, and also I was feeling that people were doing things that I would do very differently. So more and more I wanted to take over. And once that happens, you have to get into directing.
How much did you choreograph, Nigel? How much did you use your choreography
Yes,
stuff? You
yeah,
did.
that's who I am. I mean, I started dancing when I was 4 years old, and the physicality of any performance is such a crucial part.
It was in Transylvania, in darkest Romania, where the peasants are slow, so the vampires are gorged.
And it's the thing that always bothers me in performances when I watch, when you can tell that nothing's been thought about from the physical point of view. So I would have said that pretty much every move is staged, really.
Just One More Night.
Yes.
I have to ask this. Just One More Bite, Just One More Night. The titles are so similar. Was there something, was that...
It's the Just One More series.
It's the Just One More series. So we've got
There'll
more
be
Just
many
One More.
more.
There'll be many
One day,
more
yeah.
Just One More.
Something to look forward to.
In terms of Just One More Night, is it based on any story, any person that you know? And that was one of the things that was running through my head when I watched
It's based on Marlene Dietrich.
Oh, it is? Oh, she's one of my favourite
And a lot
people.
of really what I was talking about. I mean, she didn't kind of land up doing, I mean, in Just One More Night, you see an actress going on endless tours with hardly any audience. She didn't quite get to that stage, but she did go on performing when she was well, really past it, but she just needed to do it for money.
Another show. Is the theatre full? But I'm a star. The legend still has pull. They've seen my films when I was young and fresh. Well, now's their chance to see me in the flesh. I tape my skin and stretch it tight. A welcome facelift, 3 hours a night.
We've got one more film to talk about, and that is The Revelation of Reverend Jones. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's the story of a gay vicar, actually, whose congregation may have their suspicions, but they seem to have got used to him, and they can put up with him imitating Betsy Davis in parish meetings and all the rest of it, until one day he's caught in drag outside a nightclub, and suddenly they all begin to, think, well, they always knew, of course. And it's really what happens to him.
And then one Sunday morning it turned nasty. The vicar had been outed in the press.
He's been spotted in a wicked club in Soho. when men are seen in makeup and a dress.
Then suddenly they all became quite thoughtful. And finally they all became quite wise.
Of course, I've always had suspicions. It really wasn't a surprise.
Brilliant. I really enjoyed chatting with both of you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pat Garrett, Nigel
Thanks very
Osnow,
much.
good luck and good luck with your future
Thank you.
projects.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, if that's whet your appetite for just one more bite, you can download it and watch it on the MiShorts website. And if you want to take a peek at the Revelations of Reverend Jones, which I would highly recommend, you can watch it in the free section on the website. See you soon.
I knew all the worst vampires and counted them fins. Whoops, friends. Nosferatu showed me the best way to bite. I shared the tale with Vlad the Impaler. He sucked from the left and I sucked from the right.